what leadership lesson did you have to learn the hard way?
Wow, great question, Charity.
Well, that's a that
I'm telling you, it's like a simple question, but it's like, damn, where do I go with this one? Yeah.
well, I think probably the hard way was at getting to the groups level, the group levels. So if you think it's hard for a general manager to wanna be, measured and managed, and if they feel like they're better than everybody else. So there's a whole ego part of this thing, and it multiplies as you go up the level to the group. So getting the group level views and reporting correct. We got it correct at the Allen level, and then you have to make it scale up. So all the people that rely on Allen say, "Okay, I see that number, and I'm part of that, so I've got my button." And so that was probably the most frustrating part that I had because I'm a enterprise level guy, coming from the industry. And my whole goal was to get in enterprises to kind of behave better. And so I saw the potential for that. And with the Larry Miller Group, which now Asbury owns, but I had 4 different executives that each owned about 10 or 15 stores, okay, to that group. And the frustrating thing for me was to get those guys at a level up doing the same thing that we were trying to get the general managers to do on the ground. In other words, to look at that part of the business, be able to compare the results of their part of the group with everybody else and say, "Okay, I own that." That was the most frustrating part. And like I said, it took a bunch of brain cells. Well, it did. It took a lot of brain cells to kind of figure out, okay, how are we going to now make this thing work? And that's what happened when I got to Penske. Penske finally helped us figure it out
Yeah.
because they really do run things from the numbers. They do really know their stuff.